Let's get some of the biggest names in high school football from around the country. Guys you will get to know over the next few years if you watch college football. They're here in San Antonio for the annual All-American Bowl coming up on Saturday. The East and West teams will square off at noon Saturday at the Alamo Dome. KSAT sports reporter Nick Mantis went to their joint practice and talked to some of those big-time players.
Hey guys, yeah, we got an opportunity to chat with the best of the best when it comes to the talent here at the All-American Bowl. Guys from all over the country who are so excited to play at the next level. But when it comes to the guys who are going to play at Texas universities, we wanted to know what it means to them to be able to play in a game like this.
No, it's super exciting. Obviously, I'm on the west side, so got a lot of talent on this side, but then they also got a lot of talent on the east side. So today we got to do a joint practice. It was a lot of fun. Got to go against, like I said, some of the top guys in the country. So it's a lot of fun to be able to play against these top guys. So
yeah, I love it. Everybody knows the saying, iron sharpens iron. So it's like when you're going against another top recruit, D1 athlete, you lose. So what? You know what I mean? There's not really too much for it.
It's real fun obviously get to know a lot of guys that I've never met, or they live in different towns or states or anything like that, and also getting closer with the guys that are going to the same school as me. It's really stepping up the kind of level of play that I've been playing against in high school. Getting now more used to what it's going to be like in college, playing 4 and 5 stars at every position, the best guys in the nation. It's really fun. It's a good experience for everybody.
So it's going to be an exciting showdown this upcoming Saturday where we see some of the best high school football players in the country going head-to-head. From the Alamo Dome, Nick Mantis, KSAT12 Sports.
Another amazing player in the All-American game is Veterans Memorial High School running back and Ohio State commit James Peoples. He's thrilled to have one last ride with his high school head coach Robert Irvin and assistant for Team East.
He's been with me since my freshman year, and just to be coached by my coach for one more game is just amazing, a blessing, and it's a good way to leave San Antonio with him coaching me. So it's a blessing.
All right, it felt like football weather at Alamo Stadium where Team Black was working out as they get ready to face Team Gold in San Antonio's Sports All-Star Football game Saturday, 5 o'clock at the Dome. 117 area student athletes representing 67 high schools. That'll showcase the area's top senior players. Kickoff comes after the All-American Bowl, and these young men are here to win this thing.
Oh, so bad, especially since some of them are from Johnson, too. That helps, because we just really want to get after them for, another round and go and get it done. So
it's amazing to play against the best of the best in the area, and really see if you can elevate your game during the week, practicing against the best of the best too.
Team Gold at Hero Stadium with the wild weather earlier this week made them hold their walkthrough underneath the stands. Hey, whatever you got to do, you do it. This is going to mark the last high school football game for these players, and they are ready to go.
I think it's just a week for us to go out there and have fun and compete. We've been off for football for about a month and a half. Some people made it to the playoffs, but I think it's just a chance to have fun one more time, put the pads on again.
It's really all about having fun. We're going to beat them, but I'm looking forward to having fun, celebrating in the end zone. That's what I'm really looking forward to, but yeah.
See, the winning mentality. And, oh, by the way, speaking of winning, the Spurs need to win tonight. It'd be nice to get a win tonight. They host Milwaukee at 6:30 tonight.
They need all the luck they can get.
Ooh, need something.
All right. If you're looking to boost your bottom line in the new year, the newest retirement laws might be able to help you out. What you need to know in the next half hour. After 16 years here, Charles Hood's time as San Antonio's fire chief is over. Hood forced to step down after investigation into inappropriate behavior. A new city document just released shows that his leadership ended over his admission that he used a vulgar term for female genitalia in front of male fire officials. According to the documents obtained by KSAT, City Manager Eric Walsh's office received a report of inappropriate comments by Fire Command personnel in November. Walsh's office brought the law firm of Jackson Walker to conduct an independent investigation, and that started more than 2 weeks ago on Friday, December 15th. 8 people were interviewed. It's not clear if that included Chief Hood. The independent investigation's final summary of facts says that the former chief admitted to using the vulgar phrase.
Donald Trump's legal team asking federal judge to severely sanction and possibly hold in contempt special counsel Jack Smith and prosecutors in his office They say Smith and his team continue to submit filings in the federal election interference case following a stay order from the judge. The judge issued a stay on the case after Trump appealed her ruling dismissing his claims that presidential immunity protects him from prosecution. The stay has halted all proceedings in the case. Trump's attorneys have asked the judge to issue an order for Smith and the prosecutors to show why they should not be held in contempt, be forced to withdraw their filings, and be forbidden from submitting further filings.
The border battle now playing out in the court system. The Department of Justice is suing the state of Texas, all to challenge an immigration law that's new on the books. It gives the state the power to detain and deport migrants suspected of crossing the U.S.-Mexico border illegally.
The DOJ arguing only the federal government has the right to do so. This is House Speaker Mike Johnson and 64 Republicans are in our southern border.
ABC's M. Nguyen with why Johnson is calling the situation there an unmitigated disaster.
A growing number of border challenges unfolding in court. The Department of Justice now suing the state of Texas over its immigration law that would give state officials broad powers to arrest, prosecute, and deport migrants suspected of illegally crossing into the state. The DOJ calling the law, set to take effect in March, unconstitutional. Republican Governor Greg Abbott firing back online, saying, "I like my chances. Texas is the only government in America trying to stop illegal immigration." It marks the second legal action against the state this week after the Biden administration asked the U.S. Supreme Court to allow Border Patrol agents to cut through razor wire fencing Texas placed strategically on private land along the southern border to deter illegal border crossings.
Governor Abbott's razor wire does not prevent. It does not prevent non-citizens from unlawfully crossing. That's not what it does. If anything, it puts at risk, it puts the lives of the Border Patrol at risk.
Amid record-breaking numbers of migrant encounters last month, numbers have dropped in recent days, prompting several key ports of entry from California to Texas to reopen today. One of those, Eagle Pass, Texas, where House Speaker Mike Johnson led a delegation of more than 60 House Republicans on Wednesday.
The situation here and across the country is truly unconscionable.
Johnson demanding the president back the GOP's border security legislation, which would resume construction of the border wall and limit the Department of Homeland Security's ability to grant migrants parole. The White House calling Johnson's recent trip a political stunt, blaming Republicans for rejecting President Biden's supplemental funding package, which includes money to bolster personnel at the border. The White House says negotiations for a new bipartisan border security package are headed in the right direction. But Senate leaders admit there are still many differences that need to be worked out before they can reach a deal. In Washington, M. Nguyen, ABC News.
Outside with live cam, that rain the other day helped wash a little of that cedar away. Maybe we can do that again in the next day or two because it seems like it's still hanging in there.
Yeah, it's moderate today. Let's hope it goes down to low tomorrow. That'd be awesome. Hey, you look there in the distance, you see a little bit of sun shining down on the airport. We've got a few breaks in the clouds, and that's helping us warm up today. We've managed to get into the low to mid 50s now. Want to show you a great picture, as usual, on KSAT Connect. This is a Cooper's Hawk. They're cool looking. They're on a perch. This was in, I think, North San Antonio. Cool to capture that. I've seen a few pictures. Don't know that I've ever seen one in person, but that's a great shot. We appreciate that. And you can check out all of our KSAT Connect pictures on KSAT.com. Current temperatures right now, mild across the southeast and parts of Texas and Florida, but you go north, it does get quite a bit colder. Some cold air trying to spill down, not necessarily where we are, but across parts of the northeast. 31 in Caribou right now, 29 in Cleveland. And there is going to be some cold air in place across the northeast as a storm system moves up there, could produce at least a little bit of snow. For us, a little bit more mild. There is some actual snow in the panhandle this afternoon, but for the rest of Texas, 53 in San Antonio, 60s and even 70s down around Brownsville. Rain chances today, they'll start to pick up around 3, 4 o'clock, and then by the evening hours, rain chances will indeed pick up to around 50 to 60%. With some showers and drizzle overnight tonight, a good bet. That goes away early tomorrow, and we are looking for a great weekend. Another look at that forecast and the 7-day for you here in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Justin. In the new year, a lot of people are making resolutions when it comes to money. The 4 new work benefits that could help you save more in 2024. It's January, and so begins another chance to bolster your yearly retirement savings.
But for some, trying to save for retirement made harder when you also have to pay off student loans, build up some emergency savings. There's just isn't enough in the paycheck to go around.
Isn't that the truth? CNN's Mike Valerio details how the newest retirement laws, though, can help you stretch your dollars.
Is bolstering your retirement account one of your goals for 2024? Well, 4 new work benefits starting this year could help you. The first one aims to help those who are still paying student loan debt.
The idea was to make it easier for those younger employees to be able to start their retirement savings journey by giving them credit for paying student loan payments and counting those student loan payments as essentially contributions, and they'll get a matching contribution for those student loan payments.
2 other provisions help with emergency savings.
The vast majority of working Americans don't even have, a few $100s in cases of emergencies.
The first is what's called a sidecar account that employees can contribute up to $2,500 as an emergency fund while still earning an employer match in their 401k. The second would allow employees to access up to $1,000 a year from their 401k without being hit with a penalty.
If they just took money out of the plan without any special rule like this, it would be a 10% penalty.
The final provision will allow part-time employees to participate in company 401ks after logging 500 hours over a 12-month period for 2 consecutive years instead of 3. In the end, it's up to your employer as to which of these new provisions they want to adopt. Of the 4, they are only required to implement 401k access to part-time employees. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mike Valerio.
Looking outside, ooh, yes, there is some sun. The little curtains of clouds are kind of opening up here and there.
Briefly, yeah. I think we're going to see a little bit more of this before the clouds really kind of thicken up later today. Which would you guys prefer, 85 in January or 17?
85.
85, I'm with you. That's the record high set back in 1997. Don't worry, we're not going to get there today. In fact, we're going to be just below average. Temperatures will be in the 50s, and we're not going to get down to 17 either. However, as we look down the line, there could be a day in which we get down close to freezing. We'll show it to you in the 7-day forecast coming up.
So you guys both went with 85. It's winter time. It doesn't hurt to have 1 or 2 cold days in the winter.
I don't mind 1 or 2, but we're past that amount now.
Yeah. We already had some cold days.
Thank you.
We missed it.
Yesterday was chilly.
Yesterday was brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on. Cold is like 17, 18, 20 degrees.
Come on now. Days. I still want to mow my lawn for a while longer.
I still have PTSD from living in Maine.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to see any cold weather, at least in the short term. Now, long term, we could get some colder weather. 53 right now. It's cool, but not cold. Dew point is at 45. That number's on the rise, and it's going to be an important number today. Easterly winds at 13 miles per hour. Once we get that dew point a little bit higher, gets it closer to the temperature, then we're going to start to see some of that drizzle developing and some showers developing. But right now, still a pretty nice difference between the two, and so we've just got cloud cover. The forecast does call for that rain to begin to develop, say, around 3 or 4 o'clock, and then kick in more so this evening with a 60% chance of some light showers or drizzle during the evening hours. And certainly as we get into overnight, there's a pretty good chance of seeing that light stuff most of the night. Probably we'll get out of here by the time the morning commute rolls around, though, so this times out okay. This is 5 o'clock, shows some of those light showers developing, and then it becomes more widespread by 9, 10 o'clock. And our best odds right around midnight, where we see some showers and maybe some moderate rain. This quickly moves east, and so by 4 o'clock, heavier rains moving into our eastern counties. It's at this point where we could see a few rumbles of thunder in places like Goliad and Cuero, maybe up towards Hallettsville. But it scoots east quickly, and by 7 o'clock, rain is out of here. And it probably takes until about midday tomorrow, but then the sun pops out, and we'll get some really comfortable temperatures in the afternoon. And that'll be the case on Saturday and Sunday, too. A lot of sun, great weather. If you have outdoor plans this weekend, all is good. Dew point trend. Well, dew points do start to come down after tomorrow. We'll see the dew points dip Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you'll notice they jump up really quickly on Monday. That's out ahead of our next storm system, which is a whopper of a system. Pulls in some good moisture, but it's brief. and then we get very dry here by Tuesday. Here's a look at the satellite picture. And yeah, we continue to see some breaks off to the east and southeast of San Antonio, and this is where we're seeing our warmest temperatures. But a lot of clouds funneling up into this area of low pressure, which is now producing some pretty heavy snow for the western parts of the Texas Panhandle, some rain out in far west Texas. And as this low moves just a little bit closer, it'll start to give us some lift, and that moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, again, will develop into some showers and drizzle overnight. That storm system quickly pushes east, producing thunderstorms and snow up across parts of the Midwest and Northeast as it does. And then here comes that next system that we mentioned, brings in the moisture. Severe weather possible Monday morning, a brief window for that, mainly east of us. We'll get a chance for a few more showers through midday, and then behind this front it turns very windy and cooler, heavy snow across parts of the Texas Panhandle. But for us, it's the gusty winds that probably will be the biggest issue. Here's what to monitor when it comes to Monday's big time storm. Some strong storms mainly in the morning. As we said, very windy Monday night through Tuesday morning, and then the potential for a freeze Wednesday morning. We get dry air, clear skies. Good setup for some cold temperatures. So here it is in the 7-day forecast. Great weather Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That front Monday, small chance of rain. 70, turns windy and then cooler with 58 Tuesday and a morning low on Wednesday of 33. We'll be right back.
I want to see Mike and Fiona working out.
Yeah?
To some good music.
I didn't mean to laugh. Really?
Yeah. Well, you guys were talking about music you work out to.
No.
That's why we sent Jen out.
That's why we sent, yeah. Jen is the working out person. We eat, but first.
Yes, but first, okay. General Hospital is celebrating a big milestone. 60 years on the air, and we chat with one of the stars.
All right, once again, we were talking about the Vaquero Cook-Off and the junior competition. Joining us now is Sage with Karn City High School culinary program, just a small town girlies. Grand champions, defending champions, pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
All right, and you do a lot of cooking at school too, right?
Yes, we do. We do monthly luncheons for all the teachers, and they get to sample all of our pastries that we make, and we also do monthly birthday cakes for them.
And she walks around and the teacher's going, have some brownies, have some cookies. I like this girl's style.
All right, and of course,
the Stampede
we're going
is
to tell
coming
you
up.
all about the Stampede and how to get involved. And that is the same day, of course, as our cattle drive.
Yes, indeed. All right, talking about working out, Jen is doing Inferno Pilates. Love the word.
Love it. You feel it. You breathe it.
That's right. It might be cold outside, but it's heating up here at the Union Fitness and Fun. You said it, Mike. We're going to try some Inferno Pilates, and they have a deal for SA Live viewers.
And Three Kings is coming up, the Epiphany, and the Puerto Rican Heritage Society is here to talk a little bit about that.
Yes, a free event coming up on Saturday for the 12th day of Christmas. That and a whole lot more. Wait, gals, yay, coming up on SA Live.